A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a stunning turn of events, former White House Chief of Staff Ron Klain has come forward with alarming revelations regarding President Joe Biden's mental fitness during his presidency. Speaking before the House Oversight Committee, Klain disclosed that both National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton had serious doubts about Biden's political viability during his last year in office. This testimony raises significant questions about the leadership and decision-making capabilities of the 46th president, especially as he gears up for a potential re-election campaign in 2024. Klain's candid admissions come as part of an ongoing investigation into whether senior aides concealed signs of Biden's physical and mental decline from the public and Congress. While Klain defended Biden's cognitive abilities, stating that he was neither too old nor incapable of governing, he did acknowledge a noticeable decline in the president's energy, memory, and clarity of thought. According to sources familiar with Klain's remarks, he described Biden as being less effective in 2024 than he was in 2022, a sentiment that raises eyebrows given the president's age and the challenges he faces. One particularly striking revelation from Klain's testimony was his acknowledgement of having donated $5,000 to Hunter Biden's legal defense fund at the request of the younger Biden's attorney. This admission adds another layer of complexity to the Biden family's ongoing legal troubles and raises questions about the extent of Klain's involvement in the family's affairs. Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer, a Republican from Kentucky, has been vocal about the growing evidence suggesting Biden's mental unfitness for office. He referenced claims that the former president had been taking mind-altering sleeping pills prior to his lackluster debate performance against Donald Trump. Klain, however, maintained that he was unaware of Biden's use of Ambien during the debate prep, a claim that Hunter Biden recently corroborated in an interview. Despite the gravity of the situation, Klain chose not to invoke the Fifth Amendment, a decision that has been met with mixed reactions from lawmakers. Representative Ron Klain, a Democrat from California, praised Klain's credibility and cooperation during the testimony, while Republican Representative Andy Biggs expressed that Klain's responses aligned with his expectations. This level of transparency is rare among former aides, many of whom have opted to remain silent or invoke their right against self-incrimination. Klain's willingness to speak out has not come without its controversies. Former Biden aides have expressed surprise at Klain's candor, given his history of being quoted in tell-all books. His relationship with Biden has been described as rocky at times, particularly after Klain sided with those opposed to Biden's candidacy in 2016. However, Klain has consistently portrayed himself as loyal to Biden, even expressing deep emotional sentiments during his departure from the White House. In Chris Whipple's book, Uncharted, Klain is quoted as believing that Biden appeared exhausted and out of touch during critical moments, such as his debate preparations. The book paints a picture of a president who was not fully engaged with the political landscape, raising concerns about the overall effectiveness of his administration. Klain's reflections suggest a troubling dynamic within the White House, where key decisions were made by a small group of aides, often without consulting senior officials like Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. As the investigation unfolds, more former aides are expected to testify, including Jeff Zients, Klain's successor as Chief of Staff. The implications of these testimonies could have far-reaching effects on Biden's re-election campaign and the Democratic Party as a whole. The Oversight Committee's inquiry is poised to delve deeper into the inner workings of the Biden administration, and the revelations from Klain's testimony are just the tip of the iceberg. In a political climate where mental fitness for office is under scrutiny, the discussions surrounding Biden's capabilities will likely intensify. With the 2024 election on the horizon, voters will be closely watching how these revelations impact not only Biden's campaign, but also the Democratic Party's strategy moving forward. The intersection of politics, mental health, and public perception will play a crucial role in shaping the narrative as the country gears up for what promises to be a contentious election season. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.